Friends, and welcome to another episode of Yo Makes. Today I have the great pleasure of addressing something that affects me personally quite a bit. As you all know, I am a fairly large man, and I was very lucky to be sent an important piece of accoutrement by the gentlemen over at Craftholsters, who are making custom leatherworks for everyone, a belt. Now, you might think that a belt's a belt. It's one of the things that I thought for quite a while, until I actually started doing leatherworking myself and discovered that there's more to a belt than just holding up your pants. Now, holding up your pants is absolutely important. I'm not allowed out in public unless I am doing that, so it's kind of important to me. A good belt, especially for those of us who are on the websites for Craftholsters, also holds up our pistol and prevents our pistol from dragging our pants down, giving us that saggy look, making us look unprofessional, and in some cases revealing the fact that we are carrying concealed. It's no good. Now, for anyone who is not looking for a good concealed carry system, that's great. Stay here. We're going to be talking about belts today. For those of you who came in here looking for the break-in kit, it's coming. Keep your eyes open. Don't worry. Now, I'm going to start out with this. This is a belt that I purchased from a major retailer which shall remain unnamed. It is two-sided, black and brown. The buckle came off, so I had to replace it with this buckle featuring the brand name of a marvel of British engineering, and it claimed to be stitched leather. So this belt is about 2 years old, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. What we have here is, you'll notice that this belt is not only not one piece, it is actually falling apart as we go. And on this end, the business end of the belt, you'll notice that it's ratty and bedraggled and looks like it's been through the ringer. Now, it holds my gut up, and so this is not a small task. It is not something for the weak-willed belt. The problem is, this belt is not a piece of leather. It is built in 3 layers, but it is not in fact 3 pieces of leather. What we have here is something akin to paper put through a very fine paper shredder and glued back together and called leather. This is highly processed leather product. It is technically leather. It is made out of leather, but it is not strips or sheets of leather. It is simply laminated particles of leather. And so when this starts happening, you start seeing hole drift, big drag. Now, you will see some of this with real leather. It's something that happens especially for fat guys because our big giant guts stretch out the leather. But what you should be able to see here is that it's actually tearing through the leather material. Now, today is my birthday. That means big birthday dinners for me, prepared by my lovely and extremely patient wife. This is after the holidays. Today is the 5th of January, so happy birthday to Miyazaki and anyone else who happened to be born on January 5th. Hanukkah Mubarak, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We all made it. Good job. Here's the belt that was sent to me by Craftholsters. You can see their outstanding logo, Nika. And down here on the business end, you can see that the belt has been well used, but you don't see that kind of distortion. You can see this little indent right about here, which is of course where the belt buckle goes. But the holes, and this belt has lasted me throughout the holiday season and more, through good hard use carrying my pistol around. The holes are crisp and clean. The stitching is well made, visible, and intact up close. It's not sunken into the leather. You can actually see that it stands just on its own, which means they're not using little itty-bitty thread that's just going to punch out on you. Got these solid metal rivets, as always in their construction. Well-made metal belt that has served to hold my pants up. Now, for those of you who are wondering, there's many patterns. I really like this embossed pattern they have on here. But a belt doesn't just function as a piece of garmentry. It helps to make you look professional and helps you carry yourself well. A good belt reminds you, in fact, that you are wearing it, not because it's uncomfortable, but because it provides that strength and support. Just like a good, properly placed holster will remind you that you are carrying it in case you need to go for it. In this case, what we have is a much more broad, and I will say masculine piece of furniture that is worn on the body. It is made well. The tip fits easily into a belt loop, and of course fits easily into its own carry loops. Of course, this belt has not only the belt loop but also a snugger, which is a nice thing. This belt has no loops or snuggers on it at all, and so if you're a guy who does not have the tail of the belt go all the way to the belt loop on his pants, this allows you to keep a tidy appearance no matter where on your waistline the end of the belt sits. If you are like me and you happen to be dieting and trying to become somewhat less of a man, the snugger allows you to continue getting good use out of a belt as it slowly becomes less tight. Now, this is going to be a short video. I don't have much to say other than the fact that this is an excellent belt. I highly recommend it. The last time I wore a belt this good was probably in the Boy Scouts when I was wearing one of their old clasp front buckles that was also of leather and steel construction, not the new nylon garbage ones. They suck. Well, again, I'd like to thank the good folks over at Craftholsters who are making custom leather goods and holsters for everyone. Their pieces are affordable, they're practical, they're well-wearing. You can even see the embossing on this thing, and I put my clothes through quite a bit of abuse, as you can tell by the kinds of clothes that I wear. This thing has held up to all kinds of abuse without a single tarnish on it. Coming up next will be the holster break-in kit, the large and small. And after that, if I can get her to agree, my wife will be doing a review on a holster that was recently sent to her. Again, if you're looking for an excellent leather holster or even some of the new modern material holsters, take yourselves on over to Craftholsters.com. They make holsters that are suitable for just about any handgun, for just about any body type. If they can make it fit me, they can make it fit you. Again, this is Yo from Yo Makes, signing off. You have a happy holiday.